I got a reminder today that sometimes we forget to define terms in this industry. And so let's do a definition of terms and answer a really key question. So the first definition of terms, what's the difference between a coach and a consultant? All right. So the answer is fairly simple. Let's start with a consultant. So a consultant tends to be somebody who does stuff for their client. And I realize this is not going to be found in the dictionary. The dictionary will not say the term does stuff, but hey, it works. So they tend to do projects like create a website for somebody. They'll do studies like do a market study and tell me if this is going to be a good product. They manage a team. They manage a project. They manage an event. They hire. So a headhunter basically can be a consultant. Survey a group of people. Build an audience, build a YouTube site, anything like that. Okay. All of those are consulting tasks where you're given a certain task that you're trying to complete, and you and your team go out and do that stuff. All right. So that's a consultant. Now, a coach, on the other hand, their job is to help other people do their stuff. So people hire a coach when they want to perform better, faster, get insights when they need help, right? So think of your track coach or your basketball coach. So their job was to make you run faster, jump higher, shoot, win games, whatever it is, but they didn't actually ever step on the court and shoot. They helped you do that. So, when you're doing coaching with somebody, you tend to have a series of meetings or calls where you work with them over time. And basically, one of the things that I think we should be careful of in this distinction between the two is that sometimes you can do both for a client. So you can be coaching them and they can ask you, because you have specific expertise in an area, to go and do a specific project for them. All right, so you go do this SEO project, or you go build them a website, or you go, whatever it is, you're acting technically as a consultant during that period of time. And then you can come back and coach them on how best to use these things in their business. So the question is, which one are you better at? Are you better at doing stuff for people or at helping people do it themselves? Coaches tend to be people who are naturally teachers, tend to be people who are really good at helping people understand step by step through a process. Consultants don't have to do that oftentimes. All they have to do is be good enough to sell the thing, and then they go off and do it. So they tend to be really good at creating results themselves. Coaches tend to be really good in creating results in the lives of those that they're working with. So that's the difference. Are you better at doing stuff or helping them do stuff? That determines whether you're a consultant, the first one, or a coach, the second. Now, let's go to the key question, which is, which one's more profitable? Well, here's the thing. Both can be profitable, but one of them tends to be more profitable. Which one do you think it is? And why? Put that in the comments. I'd love to see your answer. So let me give you my experience on which one's more profitable. Consulting can be more profitable. And the reason for that is that in consulting, you can charge by the project as opposed to by the hour. Now, some consultants charge by the hour. I totally understand that. But you can also charge by the project. So a coach, people will say, okay, I really think that someone can't be worth more than X dollars per hour. Well, as a consultant, if you can do that project quickly, you can earn significantly more per hour than they think that they would be willing to pay somebody to do that project. So consulting tends to be more profitable in the long term. So just think about that as you develop your business. Now, we didn't even talk about things like courses and things like this. All we talked about was the difference between being a coach and a consultant and which one you may want to do. My recommendation is you start with the role that you're most comfortable in, whether it's a coach or a consultant. And I do believe that most information marketers should have a coaching and or consulting element to their business, because there's significantly higher profits in your business when you add those elements. And be aware, you don't have to do it. Your team can do the bulk of the work. So keep in mind all these aspects as you're structuring your business model and figuring out the way you want to do things. All right. So what's your experience with this? Which one are you? Are you a coach? Are you a consultant? Let me know in the comments, and let me know what you have found your experience is with both of those and profitability. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.